Have you ever looked at someone else's life and felt like you were falling behind? Maybe it was a friend, a classmate, someone on social media, or maybe someone you know personally. Have you ever looked at their success and quietly wondered, why isn't my life like that? Why am I not where they are? If you've ever felt that way, today's story is for you. And before we begin, I'm really glad you're here. Whether you're listening while studying, relaxing, walking, or simply taking a break from a busy day, thank you for spending these few minutes with me. Here at Mind Bloom Stories, we talk about growth, life lessons, and the small changes that can completely transform the way we see ourselves. And today's story might be one of those changes. For a long time, I compared myself to everyone around me. Someone had better grades. Someone seemed more confident. Someone had more friends. Someone looked happier. And slowly, without realizing it, comparison became a habit. It followed me everywhere. At school, on my phone, even when I was alone. The strange thing about comparison is that it never lets you enjoy what you already have. Imagine you're holding a beautiful flower in your hands, but instead of appreciating it, you keep looking at someone else's garden. Eventually, you stop noticing the flower you're holding. That's exactly what comparison does. It makes us ignore our own blessings while focusing on someone else's. Every time I opened social media, it felt like everyone was winning. People were sharing achievements, success stories, happy moments, dream vacations. And I started believing that everyone else's life was moving forward while mine stood still. But one day, I realized something. I wasn't seeing their whole story. I was only seeing the highlights. It's like watching the final scene of a movie and assuming the character never struggled. We see the success, but we don't see the failures that came before it. We see the smile, but we don't see the tears. We see the result, but we don't see the years of effort. And that's never a fair comparison. Then one evening, I asked myself a simple question. What if I stopped watching everyone else's journey and started paying attention to my own? That question changed everything, because I realized I had forgotten how far I had already come. I had forgotten the problems I had overcome, the lessons I had learned, the progress I had made. And then another thought came to my mind. Imagine two trees planted on the same day. One grows quickly, the other grows slowly. If the slower tree spent every day worrying about the faster one, would it grow any faster? Of course not. It would still need sunlight, water, time, and patience, just like us. Growth isn't a competition. Growth is a process. And every person grows at a different pace. Before we continue, if you're enjoying this story and you'd like more videos like this, consider subscribing and turning on the bell. I create these stories for people who want to grow, improve, and become a little stronger every day. And I wouldn't want you to miss a future story that might be exactly what you need to hear. Now let's continue. Once I stopped comparing myself to others, something surprising happened. I started noticing my own progress again. Small victories felt meaningful. Small improvements felt exciting. And for the first time in a long time, I felt proud of myself. Not because I was ahead of someone else, but because I was becoming better than I used to be. Think about learning to ride a bicycle. When you're learning, you don't look at professional cyclists and expect yourself to be perfect. You focus on staying balanced. You focus on improving one ride at a time. Life works the same way. The problem is that many of us compare our chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 20. And then we wonder why we feel discouraged. The truth is that everyone has a different timeline. Some people bloom early, some bloom later. Imagine walking through a garden in spring. Not every flower blooms on the same day. Some open in March, some in April, some in May. Yet every flower is beautiful when its time comes. A rose never looks at a sunflower and says, "I should be blooming like that." It simply blooms when it's ready. Maybe we should do the same. Maybe we spend too much time checking how fast everyone else is growing and not enough time nurturing our own roots. Because when you're constantly looking left and right, it's difficult to move forward. Today, I still see successful people. I still see talented people. I still see people achieving amazing things. But now, instead of comparing myself to them, I learn from them. Instead of feeling discouraged, I feel inspired. Instead of asking, why am I not like them? I ask, what can I learn from them? And that small change has made a huge difference in my life. So if you've been comparing yourself lately, here's what I want you to remember. You don't need someone else's life. You don't need someone else's timeline. You don't need someone else's journey. Your path is enough. Your progress matters. And your story is still being written. You are not behind. You are not too late. And you are not running out of time. You are simply growing in your own season. Before you go, I have a question for you. Have you ever compared yourself to someone else and felt discouraged because of it? Tell me in the comments. I genuinely love reading your thoughts, and many future videos are inspired by your ideas and experiences. Your story matters too. And who knows, it might inspire someone else who reads your comment. Thank you for spending these few minutes with me. Thank you for being part of Mind Bloom Stories. You're always welcome here. Until next time, keep growing, keep learning. And remember, your journey doesn't have to look like anyone else's to be beautiful. See you in the next story.